like the way you smile at me, baby. So baby, won't you smile for me? Ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da da. I like the way you smile at me, baby. So baby, won't you smile? Give me one more smile. Baby, won't you smile for me?
Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth is a horror game, a first-person shooter. No, wait, it's actually a stealth game. No, it's an adventure mystery. It's a point-and-click game. It's dating sim?
Evening.
No.
Like some of the characters in this game, it's very schizophrenic. It tries to do a lot of things, and I would say it does them pretty well, for the most part. Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, or Kok the Kote, is not a great game. It's kind of bad sometimes.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I reckon you might have scared them off with that ugly face of yours.
It's also one of my favorite games of all time. Besides the Silent Hill games, this is probably the best psychological horror game out there. Maybe. Probably. It's definitely the best Lovecraftian game out there, but we don't get a lot of those to begin with, so the competition isn't tough. It was developed by Headfirst Productions, rest in peace, and published by Bethesda. You killed Headfirst, and I still haven't forgiven you for what you did to Prey 2. We'll get to that eventually. We'll get to that. HP Lovecraft was a bit unconventional, but he made a lot of great horror stories. He basically created a whole subgenre which focuses on the fear of the unknown and cosmic horror, which is the idea that humanity is so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, so whatever problems you have with your relationships, or money, or any other stuff, it doesn't really matter, dude. There's like aliens fighting out in space. They can accidentally blow up the planet and not even notice. You're tiny, you're insignificant. You don't matter, but you matter to me. Especially if you watch this video. Please watch it. I need more views. I'm going to tell you this now. Big spoiler. Cthulhu doesn't show up in this game, so anyone who wanted to snuggle up with a tentacle monster will be disappointed. Don't worry, there's other fishy creatures here. The game isn't actually based on the story Call of Cthulhu. It's primarily based on the Shadow over Innsmouth, and some other stories, kind of. The jank is insane with this one. That warning you get about how the game can affect your sanity in real life, they're not kidding about that. This game has so many bugs that you'll actually go insane, if you buy it on Steam. Luckily, my game was almost flawless, and you'll see why soon. Which is good, because when the game works, when everything comes together, it's so good. It's so good. Almost nothing can compare. The lows are low, but the highs are incredible. Ah shit, I sound like a drug addict. One of the most unsettling parts is the opening. It's not just because this place looks and sounds like the most insane asylum I've ever seen. It's because of the music. The song that plays here is called Smile at Me Baby. It sounds happy and wholesome, not the kind of thing you'd expect to hear in a fucked up place like this. This contrast always unnerved me. Also, before you say anything, no, this has nothing to do with Batman. The Joker isn't here.
But let me introduce you to the new Joker!
I like the way you smile at me, baby. I like the way you smile at me, baby.
Boy, there sure are a lot of weirdos here. Who's this? Is the game trying to spook me by showing someone random going insane and then climbing on a chair and... Actually no, this is the protagonist. Surprise! That's one hell of an opening. His name is Jack Walters, and he wasn't always a nutjob. He will be by the end of this. He does eventually die here, but now we're gonna see what made him snap. How did we get to this situation? We're going back to 1915. Any 1915 kids watching this video? He's actually a detective. He was called in because a cult leader wants to talk to him. Just another regular Tuesday, am I right?
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash. Hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
We just gotta talk to this Victor fellow. He's waiting for me over there. They are a crazy cult who apparently like to dig in people's trash, but I'm sure everything will be just fine. Oh, his body disappeared. That's kind of emotion breaking, but this one didn't. I guess he's more important. This is supposed to be a tense sequence, where you have to run inside of the house, but you can just stand here, out in the open, with gunshots flying over your head. Okay, so we go inside, and of course the door locks behind us.
Oh, shit.
What's even stranger is that these weirdos are really into Jack. They've been spying on him, watching his every move, taking pictures of him, which was probably expensive 100 years ago. Why would some psychos spy on a random detective? I guess that's what psychos do. I don't know. Jack is really good at investigations, almost to a supernatural degree. He sees clues in his dreams, allegedly. Maybe these wackos know about that? Let's just go ask them. Let's have a dialogue.
At last! Thank you.
I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up like this nutjob. They seem to recognize me. I don't get it.
Okay, what about this one? Maybe he can explain why they're so in love with me.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walt.
Or not. What about you? Can you explain it?
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
What? No. He looks fine. Is there anyone here who can explain to me what the hell is going on? Oh, they're all dead. And not even from gunshots. They poisoned themselves. Is this a normal thing that cultists do? If you stare at something disturbing, Walter will start to lose sanity. But he will keep yapping like nothing happened.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
Yeah, this game has a sanity mechanic. If you've played the first Amnesia, then it will seem familiar to you. Looking at creepy stuff will make your screen go wibbly wobbly, like this. Or it will just make everything blurry. It's a cool idea and it fits the Lovecraftian theme, but for the most part you can just ignore this mechanic. Go stare at some wall for a few seconds and Jack will come down. It's easy to manage it. But if you don't, if you look at too much spooky stuff, and especially if you take too much drugs, Jack might shoot himself in the head, or just go insane and die. Is that even possible? Can you just die from being too insane? Anyway, everyone is dead here. No one is explaining what's going on, and I'm very confused. This is where the first crash usually happens. At least I get to see my reflection. Nice fedora. Like I said, this game can be a bugfest. The game likes to crash. A solution I found for this part was tapping forward. Just tap forward, like a QuickTime event. Do it until you go down the ladder and the stairs collapse behind you.
Well, that's just swell.
But then the game crashed again, because I alt-tabbed. Don't try to alt-tab in this game. I reloaded my save, but the tapping solution stopped working. After making like 5 attempts and getting crashed to desktop each time, I then applied the patch that is supposed to fix all of the issues, but it still didn't work. I gave up on it and bought the GOG version for $1.64. All of my saves and settings were saved from the Steam version. And now I can get through this part without any issues. No tapping required. Moral of the story? Buy this game on GOG.
Shit, that did not sound good.
Isn't that right, hanging man whose organs were taken out of him? I'm not kidding about that. His organs are literally outside of him. The cultists were doing some kind of experiment on him. And that's not a very nice thing to do. Oh look, a big button.
Oh, shit!
Sorry. At least you're out of your misery? Unless you enjoyed being tortured. I'm not judging. Welp, that was unpleasant. Maybe I shouldn't touch random buttons in a spooky place where people are constantly dying. Okay, I'll do it one more time. What's the worst that can happen? I do not think they're part of the cult. So these lovely creatures are part of the great race of Reef. They're not really important for the story, but at the same time, they kind of are. We'll see more of them later. It seems like they are some of the few good, non-hostile aliens in the Cthulhu mythos. Mythos? Cthulhu mythos. But you'll still go insane just by looking at them, which is exactly what happened to my boy Jack. For the next 6 years, he would travel to weird and ancient locations. But he was, mostly, locked up in that insane asylum we saw at the beginning. Which doesn't look like the happiest place. Jack doesn't remember any of it. Supposedly, he has amnesia. Eventually it was decided that he poses no danger, and he was eventually released. It's 1922, and for the past few months he was trying to figure out what the hell happened to him. He was also trying to make a living as a private detective. Crazy or not, you still got bills to pay. I tried telling people that I'm insane, just to avoid paying for stuff. They did believe that I'm insane, but they still took my money. Anyway, Jack gets a phone call.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person. It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
So someone is missing in some random town, and we need to find him. Yeah, okay, let's get to work. It will be a nice distraction from the horrors of the past. Right? So like I said, the game is based on the shadow over Innsmouth, but also takes some cues from other stories. Innsmouth is the town we're visiting right now, where there's only one bus that goes in and out. The town is cut off from the outside world. The locals really hate outsiders, and the person, who was also an outsider, has gone missing. You don't need to be a detective to see that that's just lovely. Innsmouth is pretty much the perfect place for a horror story. It's so cool and terrifying how the developers brought it to life. Look at the sky. It looks otherworldly. It's like the town is getting sucked into a black hole. It's clear that something's off here. The people look weird, like they're sick or something. They also don't like you very much.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
I never heard of no Burnham.
I'm looking for Brian
Can't
Burke.
say I noticed what you're saying, stranger. Look, stranger, get lost and stop your bothering me with questions.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Right. Thanks.
Stop bothering me with questions.
Nobody wants to help you. Nobody even wants to talk to you. The few normal-looking people are afraid of being seen with you. I thought this was supposed to be a video game, not real life. This whole opening level is great. In some ways, it's the best part of the game, even though it's basically a walking simulator, at least for now. It's a small town, but they do have a hotel. Let's check it out.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only. Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
I'm plenty sure you are.
He's not gonna be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night.
Yeah, only a crazy fool. Remember that line? If you explore, you might see a lot of spooky stuff. You still don't know what it means, but there's something fishy going on here. You'll see characters that will become familiar later, and locations you'll visit in the future. Also, Jack comments on everything, and I do mean everything. You walk up to some random table, he'll have something to say about it. You see a trash can, you bet he has something to say. I like that, especially since it's voice acted. It gives you more insight into this universe, and Jack as a character.
The rotting corpse of a rat.
There's always a reason to interact with objects, if only just to hear him speak. He has a lovely voice. Anyway, we need to find this Brian guy. Supposedly, he robbed his own store before disappearing. Unfortunately, the store is blocked, because it's a crime scene. We need to sneak past this cop so we can investigate the place. This is the few times where you actually need to be stealthy. What's funny is that this guy who really doesn't want us here won't arrest us or anything if he catches us. No matter how many times you do this, he'll just take you outside. Maybe give you a slap on the bum.
Stop! You can't come down here. I told you already. Stop your snooping around.
Damn. I need to be more careful.
You're not allowed down here. Get up!
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful. I need to be more careful.
Get up!
I need to be more careful.
Get up!
I need to be more careful.
I told you already. Get up!
I need to be more careful.
Stop your snooping around.
Son of a bitch. I need to be more careful. I need to be more careful.
Stop! You can't come down here.
What's even funnier is that you need to go here and push this cabinet to block the door so that he won't be able to come in. But if you take too long, he'll eventually break in, see you inside of a crime scene with evidence that you stole, and just take you outside without arresting you.
Trying to take evidence from the scene? Hand them over.
Son of a bitch.
He was even kind enough to put the cabinet in its place so that I can use it to block the door again. Maybe the people aren't so bad here.
It's getting late, outsider. Folks who know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, we find a bottle of rum and a wooden handle, which we use to open this trap door, but uh-oh, we fall down. Oh no, we're trapped here. Forever and ever and ever. Actually no, we get out. We meet the first friendly face around here, Lucas Mackey. He already knows our name because
Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast.
he tells us that he's a factory inspector, and he has an appointment with the Marsh family. He'll be kind of important later. After Lucas leaves, we get our first monster vision. Remember how I told you that Jack was able to solve cases because he found hints in his dreams? Which is not a normal thing, I'm told. Yeah, well, now it's happening outside of his dreams.
You better keep your trap Shut.
I won't tell him anything.
Every now and then, we'll be able to see from the eyes of other people and other creatures. It's kind of like the sight-jacking mechanic from Siren, where you can see from the perspective of your enemies, which is kind of spooky, especially when...
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
We meet this old guy, Zadok, who is the best character in the game.
The good windpipe and merrily in the tall and gallant man. My boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, in the home of the mountain wave.
He's all fucked up, but at least he's willing to talk to us if we give him something nice in return. Good thing we picked up this bottle of rum. Yeah, be an alcoholic. He talks a lot, but he basically describes the whole backstory of Innsmouth. The most important part here is a guy named Obed Marsh. In 1846, this wacko started a cult, the Esoteric Order of Dagon. We can actually find their building in the city. They took some people to a spooky place called Devil's Reef. Why? Because they wanted to sacrifice them to Dagon. Who's Dagon? Oh, he's just a fish monster god like Cthulhu, but not as powerful. But yeah, he eats people. Hey, stop judging. To each their own. Dagon and his children, I think they're his children, they're called the Deep Ones, they gave Obed a lot of gold. But sacrificing people wasn't enough for them. They wanted more. They wanted to get in touch with the human flesh. Very romantic stuff.
That shit they do.
You can also find hidden notes about all of this. For now, it sounds too insane, so Jack doesn't believe it. The old guy got tired of talking, so he falls asleep. In case you somehow missed all of the save points up until now, this lady, Rebecca, will literally tell you that you can use them. We continue exploring the town, and man is this a shithole.
Do you need any help? Her sleep is restless and erratic. I'm not gonna wake her.
But I will take her medkit. Also, someone might be watching us. Eventually we find out about another robbery at a different store. The manager of the store is Thomas Waite, so we go pay him a visit.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mommy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
In the attic?
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mommy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance.
Uh-huh. Yep.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah, that's normal. Mommy's locked upstairs, the girl is drawing pictures of monsters, and she's doing it with nothing but her finger. Wow. Also, she's humming the song from the opening. Well, she seems like a nice kid. I hope she has a great life. Let's go visit her mommy. I mean, I know that back in the day, women didn't really have rights and men treated them like trash, but I didn't think it was this bad. It's not okay to be locked up. I'm gonna get her out of here. Miss? Hello? Miss? I'm here to get you out of here. Are you in there? Oh shit. That's a lovely dog you have there. I don't think that was a dog. We hear Ramona scream and we pass out. After waking up, we go downstairs and yep, she's dead. Whatever that thing was, it killed her. Her father doesn't even have time to cry because he warns us that the police are coming. Shortly before they do, he gives us a key to his store and tells us to get something important from there. The police arrive and take him into custody. But not Jack? They take the father of the victim, but not the suspicious stranger? Wow, they must really like me.
Get lost, stranger. Get out!
There's an old trailer for the game where the mother looked like this. I think it's supposed to be her. Yeah, she's hot. We get to the store and what's this? A woman burglar? A thief? Remember the guy we're looking for? Brian? She's Brian's girlfriend. She's not important. By reading a diary left by Thomas, you know, the father of that girl that died, because we let her monster mother out of her cage, by reading his diary, we figure out the little girl's birthday. It's February 6, 1912. She was the Gen Alpha of their time. Her birthday is the code of the safe. This is actually a nice puzzle. We open it and find some kind of heavy book. It will be important later. Jack will carry it around until the end of the game. He probably has really big pockets. It's getting late, so we go check the hotel again.
Evening, Joe.
I got instructions from the order to make certain the outsider doesn't leave tonight.
Would that be the strange feller you brought into Innsmouth a couple hours back?
Yeah.
I'm reckoning on him asking for lodging here this evening.
Hello? Do you have an available room?
Charlie, can you come with me? I need to be telling you something.
Hey, I'm talking here.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
Fine.
Instructions on the order are to make certain he don't leave the hotel. That's the direct command of Robert Marsh himself. They reckon the outsiders seen too much of Innsmouth's ways.
You can tell Robert he can always rely on Charlie to see things done properly.
Yeah, you better be certain of that.
I'll be with you in just a moment, sir. If you'd mind waiting in the lobby.
There's a curfew tonight. Command of the Order of Dagon.
So the locals are crazy, people are dying in front of me, I can see through the eyes of monsters, and the guy running the hotel has orders to keep me here, because I've seen too much. People might say that all of these things are major red flags, and I should get the hell out of here. But I think this is just a big misunderstanding. As they say, don't judge a book by its cover. So what if there's a bloody knife in the manager's office, along with a diary where he says that he cuts people into pieces? So what if he has those pieces out in the open for everyone to see? Let's not jump to conclusions. That could be anything, to be honest. Maybe he's a lovely fellow. Let's spend the night here.
Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
And only a crazy fool would spend the night.
I'm so edgy. Jack has a dream about the Reef creatures he saw 6 years ago. One of them speaks to Jack and tells him that he can rest. He's safe. 2 seconds later, we see a vision of some locals asking where Jack is, and then going upstairs to kill him. I don't know what your definition of safe is, but I do not think he's safe. Jack wakes up just in time to see them break in the door.
It's locked. Probably bolted on the other side. He's awake in there. I can hear him moving about.
Break the door down, you damn fool!
Hurry up! Quick! I see him heading. Check the door.
This is probably the most recognizable segment of the game. It was clear from the start these people would try to kill you, and now all of the tension came to the surface. They're not holding back anymore. They're not pretending to be your friends anymore. Okay, they never actually did that. Even though this is super scripted, this is the best moment in the game. One of the best in all of gaming in my opinion. The tension is insane. You have to lock the doors behind you, jump from building to building, avoid gunshots, disturb elderly people while they are trying to sleep. The whole town is after you. Everywhere you go, there's goons ready to hunt you down.
Shit, this order really wants me dead. I'd better watch my step.
Who's that?
I'd better watch my step.
He doesn't have a weapon. What's he gonna do to me?
What was that? Did you hear it?
Oh shit, now he does. This is the part where you realize the AI isn't great. If you really want, you don't even need to sneak around. You can just run past them. But you will lose some HP. HP Lovecraft. Get it? Because this is a Cthulhu game. Get it? We got hurt, so I need to talk about the healing system. If you played MGS 3, this will look familiar. Basically, when you get hurt, you don't just lose HP. Specific parts of your body are damaged. So for example, if your hands are damaged, you won't aim properly. If your leg is hurt, you will limp. If you don't treat yourself in time, you might bleed out. It's a cool system, detailed but not complex. I wish more games had this. You can heal individual parts or just press H to heal everything at once. But then the healing animation will take longer, so you gotta be strategic. You can easily be interrupted, which will cancel the healing. There's some good moments here. You're sneaking around, hiding in sewers, walking on rooftops in burning buildings, solving puzzles. The puzzles are actually pretty good in this game. I think I like all of them. You hear strange tales about a Shoggoth, which is a very spooky Lovecraftian creature. All of it is tense, it's good.
Hello?
No, wait!
We also find Zadok. Remember that goofball? We had a great time together. Hey, old timer. You doing okay? Are you taking a nap? Yeah, he's just taking a nap. It's fine, guys.
Looks like the main sewer pipe. The grating has been heavily damaged.
I love how Jack is going insane and mutters to himself, but at the same time he speaks in a normal voice. The game took some inspiration from Half-Life, so we have set pieces like this.
I'm not so sure this was one of my better ideas.
He's in the truck!
That's it. Jack dies. Game over. Nah, he actually survives. We meet this woman again. Her name is Rebecca. She's trying to help us escape through this church. Oh shit, they killed her. Bye. We meet Lucas again. He tells us that the government is actually investigating Innsmouth. But wait. Weren't we supposed to look for someone named Brian? I already forgot about that. Oh yeah, he's in jail. We ask Lucas where the prison is.
The window over there to your left looks over the jail back alley.
Oh, that window? You mean I need to take the only path available to me? Gee, thanks. What would I do without you? Even though Jack needs to get the hell out of here, he still wants to do the right thing and help Brian escape. He didn't actually rob his own store. They arrested him because they want to eventually sacrifice him to their fishy god. Normal police behavior. Jack wants to break him out, but the problem is that there's cops and goons everywhere.
Don't move, outsider!
Oh shit, they saw me. Ah, fuck it.
And ham! He's over there.
Did I mention the AI is bad? I can go and grab weapons and just kill them all, but fine, I'll do it how I'm supposed to, with stealth.
A crowbar. That could come in handy.
I told you this game took inspiration from Half-Life. We find Brian, he tells us about a crazy guy in one of the cells, so we use him as a distraction.
Hey! I see your eyes at the window, hiding in the blackness.
Something outside must have set him crazy. I suppose I better check it out.
We sneak inside and lock the door behind us. Now no one will see us. All we need to do is find the cell keys. Okay, fuck this. You're gonna pay for not letting me into the crime scene earlier. And you were always mean to me.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger. Get out! Cider!
It's good to finally have weapons. We find the keys and unlock the door.
The garage on the main street holds an old automobile. It should be able to get us clear of town.
Should be able to?
If we can just make it through the patrols.
Dagon.
Lead the way, Jack.
Hydra.
Jack mutters to himself about how he feels guilty for Ramona's death, and Brian is just yapping in the background.
If I never come here, she would still be alive. Oh, the stench here is sickening. It smacks of more than just sewage.
Also, we can pick up a rat. It's not important, but it has a purpose.
I think one dead rat is enough for anyone.
We can give it to this guy. Here, boy. You want this rat? You want it? Are you eating it? Is it tasty?
Jesus, no! Stop it, you crazy bastard!
Believe it or not, this affects the ending. Anyway, we find Lucas.
Shut your trap, Mackie.
He reveals that he's an undercover agent working with the FBI, and that more agents are waiting nearby. Also, he thinks that the locals look the way they do because of some virus. Nah, it's because they've been fucking fish monsters and they are slowly turning into fish monsters themselves, like that girl's mother. More importantly, we find a car. We're supposed to fix it, get Brian's girlfriend, and get the hell out of here. But Brian wants me to go back out there to get a brooch she left behind. Are you really going to keep your girlfriend waiting in this dangerous place because of some fucking jewelry? He'll say that he's not done fixing the car until you get it.
Brian, it's me. Open up.
I'm still not done with the car yet, Jack.
But I guess you're done with gravity and physics. We open up a safe where we find it inside. But wait, there's a vision of some fishy creature putting it inside. It's a deep one. Why did a deep one have this random piece of jewelry? I don't know, I guess they like fashion. Anyway, we finally get the car started, and welcome to the shooting gallery. This is almost like an on-rail shooter, like House of the Dead. All you can do is point and shoot. You can't really walk around. The enemies are chasing after us while we're stuck in the back of the car. We need to kill them, and occasionally we'll have some lovely hallucinations about dead children. We kill everyone, blow them up, and find a nice parking spot. He's gonna wait here until I go get his girlfriend. Isn't that supposed to be the other way around? For whatever reason, you can reload as much as you want, even after reloading, which doesn't make sense, but I do want to see this featured in every game from now on. It's amusing and can pass the time between combat encounters. Here we can see part of the transformation. They don't look human anymore, but they're still not a total fish. We find Reef. She's stuck all the way up there and is afraid to fall to her death. What a wimp, am I right?
I don't want to die, Jack. Help me!
So we need to get up there quietly. Ah, shit. Get out of my way! So we need to get up there quietly and lead her down here. Look at her go. We managed to reach Brian, and fucking finally, we're out of here. They will live happily ever after, and I will go back to— oh shit, he's dead. Yeah, that's what I said. And now she's dead too. That's just swell. At least we were rescued by the FBI, but that's not exactly a good thing. You'll see why. Jack manages to survive, but is brought back to the insane asylum for some good old torture and hallucinations. We meet J. Edgar Hoover, who was a real person and the director of the FBI. He doesn't like us very much, and we don't like him.
What was your business in Innsmouth?
Just stopping in on some broad. I was feeling down on my luck. Needed the company.
Ah, bullshit.
After some torture, he convinces Jack to help him on a mission. I don't know why he specifically wants Jack, but remember the Marsh family? We're going to investigate their gold factory to find evidence of illegal activities. And then we're gonna blow it up. Because why not? Explosions are cool. Also, fuck you, Hoover.
Fuck you.
Good night, Mr. Walters. Pleasant dreams.
All of the weapons we found, they're gone. I guess we lost them back at the car crash, but Hoover gave me a pistol. We need to capture Jacob Marsh, who is the son of Sebastian Marsh, who is the manager of this shitty place.
Our mission is to capture Jacob Marsh.
There's only one problem. They have a fucking turret.
No, wait!
Cooper! Take cover!
Usually in video games, the player has to do the turret section, but this time, the enemy has to do it. But not for long, because I sneak up on him and shoot him in the head.
He's down. The area is clear.
It's a floor-mounted automatic rifle.
Now everyone can get inside and— oh, a shotgun. Oh, a rifle. Hey, get out of here with your hallucinations. It was a vision of someone in an elevator. There he is. I wonder if he's okay.
What the hell? What happened down there, Agent? Did you find Marsh?
Guess not. Wait, when did this even happen? Did I miss something? We literally just got here, and this guy already managed to go down the elevator, see an eldritch horror beyond the colors of time, go insane, go up the elevator, and get shot in the head. That's some kind of speedrun record. Jack starts exploring this place, and it's a pretty good level. We find items, we kill some goons, I'm pretty sure they can respawn. Hey, remember how I said this game took inspiration from Half-Life?
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
We see one of the agents turn into a bloody milkshake, and then we find Jacob, who wants to do the same to us.
Stop right there, Marsh.
Goodbye, Mr. Walters.
This is kind of tense, at least the first time you play it. You gotta run and jump here to avoid touching the meat grinder. I guess the special FBI agent who just died here forgot how to jump. I didn't mention this, but occasionally Jack will have these creepy visions from his time at the asylum. They're pretty spooky, especially the one with the twitching wheelchair dude. I think he was in Jacob's letter. We eventually find Jacob. No, this one wasn't in the movie. He wears a fedora, and he put Hoover in a cage on top of some lava. This is something a bad James Bond villain would do. Why not just shoot him? You have a gun. Please shoot him.
Shoot him! Shoot the screwy bastard!
Okay, fine. Jacob runs away, and we save Hoover. We go after him, but he knocks us out from behind. Again, Jacob is really like a James Bond villain. Instead of shooting Hoover, he came up with some kind of slow, elaborate death trap. No, actually he's more like an Austin Powers villain.
Begin the unnecessarily slow-moving dipping mechanism.
And instead of shooting me with the gun he's holding, he waits until I wake up and then activates a shoggoth. What's a shoggoth? We heard about it before. It's this thing. It's kind of like a big, squishy, liquidy, sentient blob. It's kind of cute. In his diary, Jack calls it a monster jellyfish. We managed to get rid of it by solving a few minor puzzles. Look at that, it's like flushing down a big toilet. It gets mad because we treated it like shit, literally, so it starts chasing us.
Shit, what the hell was that?
We managed to get to the elevator and escape to the ground floor. Jacob has been captured.
I am Cthulhu. I am Dagon.
Get this ugly bastard out of my face, Agent Harper.
They found some kind of important key on him, and fucking Hoover wants me to go back down there to investigate what this key can open. You know, down where the green, liquid monster almost ate me?
Not a chance. I already told you. There's something down there. I barely got out alive.
I made it clear back at the asylum, Mr. Walters. I don't make requests.
Okay, but I'll be needing another gun. Not a chance. Okay, but I'll be needing another gun. Not a chance. Okay.
His change in tone is very amusing. He's like, holy shit, there's something down there. It's insane. I'm never going back down there ever again. Actually, I'll do it. Sorry for yelling. Please give me a gun. Thank you. And yeah, I lost my weapons again. This will happen like 5 times in this game. Jack finds a secret passage and starts climbing down this rope. We explore the lower area, make things explode, which is always cool, and eventually find a shrine for Cthulhu. I said he doesn't appear in this game, but his statue does, and if you look at it for too long, you'll go insane and die. We solve an easy laser puzzle and get a red gem. Some agents came to find us.
Fellas, this chamber's about to be buried under 4 floors of brick and metal.
Okay, Walters, let's get out of here before this place blows.
Roger that, Chief. I just hope this place doesn't blow as bad as your mama. Yeah, fuck that place. After everything that happened, the US government received enough evidence to launch a massive attack on Innsmouth, specifically against the Order of Dagon. Apparently, the Marsh family actually do have some kind of virus. I'm getting Resident Evil flashbacks. So now we need to capture this fucked up family. But anyone who tried to get close to their headquarters went a little cuckoo in the head. Because of that, we need to use some kind of underground tunnel to get inside. And for some goddamn reason, they want Jack to join forces with the fucking Marines. They want a random detective who has a history of being clinically insane and not an actual soldier? What? Fine, whatever.
Get down the damn rope, Jack. That's an order.
Okay, I got down the rope. Are you coming down too? Well, he's dead. Why does everyone suck at this besides me? These are supposed to be special forces. Wait, are they beating up the deep ones? Like school bullies. We find someone who discovered a secret entrance. The door is frozen, so we need to use this flamethrower to melt the ice. But then...
Parker, hold it!
Shit. What did I just say? Everyone sucks at this but me. There's some kind of creature here. It's a unique enemy that only appears once. He looks like a mini Cthulhu. Shooting him doesn't work, so we need to lure him outside and burn his green ass. Lovecraftian meat. Well done.
Looks like I'm on my own again. A hefty chunk of dynamite.
We go deeper and find Lucas in Cthulhu prison. He tells us that he heard some guards talking about a ceremony that creates a barrier. Thanks, Mackie. Bye. I try to progress, but the starfish jumps on my face, so I use a dynamite to blow up his family. We finally get inside, and there's a lot of enemies here. This is where you can find the knife. It allows you to perform cool backstabs like this. He just kind of teleported to the floor. That wasn't satisfying. Let's try this again. Okay, that was actually supposed to kill him in one hit. Fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot everyone. We find a barrier. This is what's making people go insane when they get close to this place. We need to figure out how to stop this shit. But first, we need to have a mental breakdown. Because why not? That's always fun. Hoo-hoo, yes it is.
Ramona?
Yup, this is creepy. Okay, shake it off, shake it off. We find a big disc that leads to an underground passage, but we need someone to lift it for us. Remember that big book we have? We need to use it along with a manuscript to translate some ancient symbols. They translate to some kind of prayer. If we say the prayer in front of the blue magical shit, we can make it disappear, which allows us to go inside.
These look like the keys to the cells. Now I can free Mackie.
We do that and tell him to raise the disc for us. Good job, Mackie. See you at the end of the game. We enter the secret passage, and now we get a boss fight? There are 3 Lovecraftian wizards here. One of them is Robert Marsh. He turned into a very tall fishman. He runs away.
It's the outsider. Destroy him.
They start shooting energy balls at me, so I kill them. The Cthulhu statue behind him is doing some kind of airbending. We need to chase after Robert, so we need to solve a pretty nice puzzle to get out. After inputting the correct combination, the door opens up. I'm gonna get you, Robert, you smelly tuna fish. You'll never escape from me. Jack fell into the ocean somehow, but was rescued by a ship called the USS Urania. Urania? Urine? It's a fitting name, since a lot of people are going to piss themselves because of what's about to happen. This ship is heading towards Devil's Reef, which is where they sacrificed people to Dagon. So maybe we shouldn't go there? You know, I mean, it's just a thought.
Waters around these parts are no place for swimming.
These people rescued me, so I should probably treat them with respect.
Not now, please.
Okay.
I'm busy.
I'm gonna
Not now,
take a
please.
break.
I'm busy.
Keep your eye out.
Not now, please. I'm busy.
Stay alert. You got any smokes, Jack?
Afraid not. Water ruined them.
Ah, shit.
Stay alert.
I know it's here for gameplay purposes, but why is this symbol here, on the ship? What's the story explanation? Are these guys part of the cult, or do they just think it looks cool? Hey man, can you take me home now? I think I've had enough fish for now.
Man, what the hell was that?
Oh, come on!
Johnson!
Wait, stay away from the sides! Get the rifle, Jack! We're under attack! Jack!
Remember the deep ones? Yeah, they found this ship. They're trying to stop it from reaching Devil's Reef, so we gunned them down. Yeah, looking at Lovecraftian creatures can ruin your sanity, but you can still ruin their faces with bullets. Eventually they run away, but not because they're scared. It's because a massive tsunami is heading our way.
That wave was no natural incident. It looks like there's some sort of witchcraft happening on the reef. Jack, try using the Canon scope to get a better look.
There are wizards over there who watch too much Avatar. They know how to use waterbending and are trying to destroy the ship. When a wave is coming, you need to hold the guardrails to avoid taking damage. What the fuck is wrong with your hand? This is another part where the game usually has a major bug. You have to use this cannon to kill the wizards in order to progress. But on the Steam version, you cannot see them. So you can see how that would be a problem. We kill all of them, but the deep ones are back. One of the men is injured, and there's too many of them, so we go hide inside of the ship. But that's not the best idea, because they already got inside. Man, this is a way better Cold Fear than Cold Fear.
Fish-faced bastards!
We need to defend them while bolting the doors behind us and going deeper into the ship. It's quite tense. We decided to go to the armory, but the captain has the key. He locked himself in his office because he kind of gave up on life.
Amen.
Damn it! We need that armory key. We've got to find another way in.
Wow! They don't even react to their captain shooting himself in the head. They just want the key. I would also shoot myself if I had a team like that. I crawl inside a vent to get inside of the office where I find the keys. But in the meantime, these people died. Again, everyone is so bad at this except for me. I'm clinically insane and I can easily kill these freaks.
Fish-faced bastards!
Pretty much everyone's dead, besides this guy. Okay, buddy, we need to work together if we want to survive.
Come on, Roy, they're dead.
I'm not moving.
We gotta check out the deck.
You look outside. I'm staying right here.
So they tried sending deep ones to destroy the ship. Didn't work. They tried sending giant waves to destroy the ship. Didn't work. So why not send a demigod? Oh god, poor Jack. Remember Dagon? He's not on the same level as Cthulhu, but he has a cult. Well, this is him. He decides to just attack the ship himself. If you're a massive Lovecraft fan, this is probably going to be weird for you. I mean, this is a giant cosmic horror monster. You're not really supposed to be able to fight it. You're not supposed to even look at it. But whatever, it's a video game, and shooting big monsters is fun. Also, there's a movie called Dagon from 2001, and it's pretty good, you should watch it. This is the only proper boss fight in the game. He's a big boy, and he will try to smash you. He's literally going to rock your boat. He's going to do it so hard that you won't be able to walk in the morning. Yeah, he's tough, but we have a massive cannon. And what do we do when someone stands in front of it? We blow our load on his face. Okay, I'm gonna stop this now. No, actually I have more. Yeah, you can't handle my big fucking gun, huh? So what if you're a Lovecraftian entity? I still kicked your ass. What are you doing? No. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. After our epic battle, we somehow landed on Devil's Reef.
We've managed to avoid drowning.
This is a short level, but an important location. It's where they brought all of the sacrifices. Somehow I didn't lose my weapons, even though I crashed with the ship. But it doesn't matter, I'll lose them anyway soon. And of course, I'm the only survivor. Oh wait, there's actually another one. Okay, I don't think he's alive. Oh well, at least I'm alive. This place is booby-trapped, so you better watch out if you come visit here. Ha! Stupid trap. You didn't get me. Shit! Fuck it. I'll do it again.
Look for us in your dreams.
What the hell?
Find us in your dreams.
There we go.
You will find us in your dreams.
Shut up, voice in my head. I said, shut up. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
You're not crazy. You're just talking out loud to your toys while avoiding your responsibilities. That's perfectly normal, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Huh. You're right. Thanks. I feel better now.
It is your destiny. We are children of Dagon. You will be my lover.
As we approach this sacrificial place, we get a nice little flashback of Dagon emerging from the sea and devouring a helpless victim. Of course, that was before I put my rocket on his face.
It's a statue of Dagon, without the missile I lodged in his face.
You're supposed to hold these rings because the wind is strong and can knock you off. But actually, no, you don't, because it doesn't work properly. You can just walk normally and nothing will happen to you. After gliding down like a pirate, we come across a big button, which we need to press to progress. But in order to activate it, we need to put something familiar inside. Roof's brooch. Jack doesn't question, even for a second, why and how this thing that he was carrying all of this time can be used in a place like this. Why did she have it? Why did a deep one put it in the safe? Who cares? Look, a giant hole. Colts? Holes? I feel like I'm playing Silent Hill again.
Whew, that's one hell of a drop. I didn't hear it hit the bottom.
This seems safe. Let's jump inside. If Silent Hill protagonists can do it, then so can I. Oh wait, I need to go insane again. So is this an actual hallucination, or is it just a memory of his time in the asylum? I've never been to an insane asylum, but I'm pretty sure there's no blood on the walls. At least not this much. Who's gonna clean all of this? I hope the janitor is getting paid well. We managed to survive thanks to some airbending shenanigans, and now we're... Wow, this is beautiful. Hey, what's that?
I've got to shut down that barrier.
This is the city of Relia. Relia? This is where Cthulhu is supposedly sleeping. It's also the house of the Deep Ones and high-ranking members of the Order. The Navy is trying to blow it up, but there's a magical barrier protecting it. Besides Bioshock and Soma, I think this is the only first-person video game where you get to explore an underwater city.
I'd better keep my head down. I've got a much better chance of survival if they don't know I'm here.
We kill a few guards, but get captured. And no, it's not because I wasn't stealthy. This is supposed to happen. Remember Robert Marsh? The one who looked like a really tall fish? This is his brother, Sebastian. He's not a fish yet, but he's also ugly.
Well, what do we have here? I don't believe you have an invitation to our little party.
Just check the guest list. I'm under the section for fellas that ain't ugly freaks.
Yeah, you tell him, Jack.
Throw our jester friend here in with the lab rats. I'll deal with him on a more intimate level later.
Okay, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Why do you have to be such a smartass, Jack? Jack wakes up in prison, and he easily breaks out. Next time, don't leave chisels lying around. That was easy, but they took our weapons. Whoa. Hello there. You doing okay? You know, you're gonna get punched in the face if you don't be quiet.
If you make a loud sound, I'll get them.
I told you you're gonna get punched, but you didn't listen.
I should probably leave him alone. I don't want to disturb him again.
This stupid guard left the door open, so we get out. Like I said before, the AI isn't the best. You can just run past everyone. But if you don't know where to go, you're gonna get hurt along the way. So it's probably better to stay hidden for now.
I wanna go home. We can never go home, Pat. We're wanted men. We'll spend the rest of our lives running. But at least it's warm around the fire.
Hey, if we're underwater, how could there be a...
We managed to avoid security and find some kind of plant. This is a video game, so it's normal to put weird and random stuff in your pockets. After going inside a cave, we bear witness to some family drama.
What the hell do you think you're doing, Robert? We're in the middle of an invasion, and you've got our order singing hymns!
You're a fool, Sebastian. I command the Order of Dagon, not you.
The research must be protected at all costs!
I've shut the lab down, Sebastian. Take your worthless body back to shore. You are of no further use to the Order.
That's not going to happen, Robert!
Oh shit, he shot him. Oh shit, he has telekinetic powers. That's dangerous. It's a good thing he can't see me. I don't even have any weapons.
There is no escape.
Ah shit. Okay, so Sebastian and Robert are brothers. They are both freaks. Sebastian thought the whole cult thing was stupid and wanted to focus on money and selling viruses like the Umbrella Corporation. On the other hand, Rubber didn't care about money and just wanted to turn everyone into fish people. Oh wait, he's already dead? But I only had a tiny knife and he was a powerful fishy magician. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, I think this game is designed very well for the most part. At least in terms of game design, not in terms of bugs. For example, you have this bit right here. You have two paths, left and right. On the left, you can see a lot of enemies. I'm feeling like I'm doing some kind of fucked up Lovecraftian tour. If this was a modern AAA title, you'd get a big flashy message on the screen, saying something like,
"This area is infested with enemies. All you have is a tiny, shitty knife. You do not stand a chance. Do not go there at this moment. Perhaps you should find a different path. Maybe to your right, or some other stupid shit like that. Wait, don't put this here."
But no, the game respects your intelligence. You know that you're pretty much defenseless, so clearly you're not supposed to go here. So you go to the right, find this rifle, and now you can finally kick some Lovecraftian ass. It's simple but effective. Also, it's very satisfying to kill everyone after having to be so sneaky. But you can still be sneaky if you want.
What was that noise?
Oh, fuck. Remember how the Navy is trying to blow up this place, but it's protected by a magical barrier? We need to find a way into some kind of temple in order to shut it down. Maybe this guy can help us.
Oh, shit.
Please, stranger, I beg you, put me out of this misery.
I need your help. I have to get into the temple.
Only those loyal to the Order have access through the main doors. But there's an old passage. A passage that runs deep beneath the temple. Though I warn you now, outsider, tread cautiously.
I defeated Dagon, dude. I'll be fine.
I've heard talk of ancient dwellers in those dark depths. An evil from a forgotten time.
This just keeps getting better.
How many ancient evils do I need to deal with?
So how do I get down there?
Explore the abandoned areas. That is all I can tell you. Now, please, kill me and my pain.
Come on, man. You have so much to live for. So what if you're an ugly piece of shit and no one will ever love you? Actually, no. You're right. You have no hope. I feel kind of bad. Oh well, time to get my weapons back. And also this puke bucket. Yes, a bucket full of vomit will be important soon. Hey, is there someone here? Can you please tell me how to reach the temple? I guess not. This creature looks similar to that monster we cooked earlier. This one is only for pescatarians. He had the nerve to jump scare us, so he needs to be punished. Remember that random plant I picked up? If you combine it with the puke bucket, you can feed it to him. And he's not really going to enjoy it.
I don't think he'll be bothering me again. Maybe he should have checked the menu first.
Damn, Jack, you're so cool. Inside his room, we find a hammer, which we used together with a chisel to get this green crystal. It's the same one that was used to power up that strange portal in the very beginning, and it has the same purpose here. Yup, this place also has a portal, but this time we're going to use it ourselves. We jump inside and... Whoa! Wait. But... Oh god, what have I done? The line between reality and gaming doesn't exist anymore. What have I done? I doomed us all! My neighbors aren't going to like this. Okay, fine. It actually teleports you to this place, where you find the best weapon in the game. This is the BFG of this game. It's super powerful, you can charge it to make it more powerful, and the best part about it, it has infinite ammo. All of your other weapons just became obsolete. This isn't a random weapon that was just lying around here. It was created by those Reef creatures we saw in the beginning. That ancient evil he was talking about, it was some aliens called the Flying Polyps. The Polyps fought against the Reef until they created this cool weapon. The Reefs used this weapon to seal them away. Does it have anything to do with the plot? Not really, but now we have to deal with them, because they're standing between us and that temple. Okay, they're not actually standing, they don't even have legs. Fighting floating heads with electricity is cool, but at the same time, this is a really tedious fight. It takes a long time to beat them. They use airbending to damage us and make us fall to our death. I eventually just stood here and shot them until I won. Luckily, one of them fell asleep or something and did not attack most of the fight, so it made it easier for me. I defeat them and finally arrive at the temple, and then we see this beautifully ugly creature. Can I even show this on YouTube? You know some people are going to jack off to this. Say hello to Mother Hydra. I think she's Dagon's wife. Well, she's a widow, thanks to us. But it's okay, she's gonna join him soon. She won't attack us directly, but she will send deep ones to fight in her stead. She's the one generating that barrier that protects the city, so we have to kill her. She's hiding behind this protective shell, and the only way to get to her is to send water towards her with a dose of electricity. How do we do that? By taking control of deep ones, jumping over here, and hitting these switches. Simple and obvious, right? Listen, the only reason I know how to do this is because I did it like 1,000 times. Yes, I've played this game a lot. I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out on your own. I think you're supposed to just stumble into the solution. See this random gong? You need to hit it with a full power charge, which will make you deaf for like 20 seconds. But you don't do it because you're a masochist. At least, that's not the only reason. You do it because then you can't hear her singing. And then you can concentrate while standing in this pit right in front of her, and then, boom! Congratulations, you're deep. How are you able to possess them? And why you are still wearing that hat? You'll get an answer to at least one of those questions. After activating all of the buttons, water flows into her bubble, and then we zap her. I'm sorry, baby. It's not me. It's you. Whew! I've killed 2 demigods, 2 ugly floating heads. I think I'm ready to go home now. Oh hey, it's a submarine. Can you pick me up? I'm kind of stuck here. Oh, right. They want to blow the whole place up, and they don't give a hoot if Jack is still here. This is where another infamous bug can happen. Everything is collapsing around you while you're trying to find a way out. You run for your life until you reach this point. The screen starts to shake and then you suddenly die. This happened on every playthrough for me, no matter how fast I ran. It always took me at least 10 tries until I finally made it. But not this time. This time it was perfect. Did it on my first try. Buy it on GOG. Just before everything collapses, Jack manages to activate a portal, which sends him back to the Order of Dagon's HQ, where he himself collapses in front of Hoover and Mackie. I guess they were just standing around here all of this time?
What the hell happened to me? Check his pulse. Jack, can you hear? Jack!
The ending might seem unrelated to the plot of this game. It kind of comes out of nowhere. Yet, at the same time, there were hints about it. So you know how Jack was possessing deep ones just now? And all of those times he saw through the eyes of other creatures? All of it relates to the spooky creatures from the beginning. The Yifs. I like saying that word. Yif. His connection with them is what caused that crazy cult to be so interested in him. Somehow they knew his secret, even before he did. What's the secret, you ask? Whew. I can do this. This will sound kind of creepy and stupid, but I can do this. Jack was a Yif all along. Kind of. You see, these aliens can swap their brains with other creatures across space and time. So while Jack's parents were touching each other with their nutty parts, one of these aliens swapped his brain with Jack's father. Meaning that Jack is half human and half Yif. That's why he has these abilities, though it seems that he can't fully control them. Oh, this is actually him. Hi, Dad. But that wasn't enough. When Jack saw them in that basement, one of them decided to swap his brain with him. As a prank, you know? Just a funny prank. That's why they put him in the insane asylum. He was acting weird because he was actually an alien at that time. In the meantime, the real Jack was living in their city. He met some friends, read some books, they told him about those flying polyp dudes. There's even sketches and shit. After 6 years, they were under attack, so in order to protect Jack physically, they sent him back. And in order to protect his sanity, they wiped out his memories. That's why he had amnesia. This whole thing looks like some kind of side story, or an idea for a sequel. They also walk really slowly, even when everything is collapsing.
Come on. Move it! Could you be any slower? And you've had your blinker on for the last 5 blocks.
Oh, and to get the full ending, you have to get 100% completion. Meaning, you have to find all of the notes in the game and give this guy a rat. See, that's why I did it. Nah, not because I'm insane. Otherwise, you don't get to see the explanation about Jack's father. That's stupid. I don't know why it's like that. I got 99%. That's fun. I probably missed one note somewhere. All of this is interesting, but it really has nothing to do with the plot, other than explaining why Jack has weird visions and why he can take control of ancient fishes. It kind of comes out of nowhere. Though in the end, it doesn't even matter. On top of everything that happened to him, he also got his memories back. His mind couldn't handle it, and he went completely insane. And this is where we go back to the opening cutscene.
No, I like the way you smile at me, babe.
He can't take it anymore. He climbs on the chair. The bald doctor tries to save him, but it's too late.
Mr. Walters? Mr. Walters! Can you hear me?
He's convulsing. We're losing him.
I like Jack. He's an underrated protagonist. He's a witty wise guy, a rough and gruff detective. I like his voice.
The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. Oh, shit! Maybe he should have checked the menu first.
He seems like he's a good guy, just trying to do the right thing. Even when all of the odds are against him, he still finds a way to get the job done. But after everything he did, after all of the good he's done in order to stop the evil fish people, he wasn't appreciated, he didn't get any rewards, he was just used by everyone until he was driven insane. If you think about it, Jack was doomed before he was even born. He never had a chance of living a normal life. Even though the Yifs are supposedly good-natured aliens, they pretty much fucked him up for life. And his father, mentally, because he offed himself too, and his mother, physically.
Just moments before you were conceived.
Having a dead girl on his conscience also doesn't help. I didn't talk about it too much, but goddamn. This is by far the most horrible thing that happens in the game. When children die in video games, or just in media in general, it usually happens just for shock value, no substance. But here it's much more than that. It shows you exactly how cruel and bleak this place is. You can tell that Jack is deeply affected by her death. Occasionally he will mumble to himself about how this is all his fault. And this guilt literally stays with him until the end, when he decides to take the plunge. So not only was he scared of fish people and spooky aliens, not only was he scared of being a spooky alien himself, he also had trauma over a dead child. Not fun. Now let's talk about something a little more fun, but still depressing. Headfirst Productions were developing a few Cthulhu games alongside this one. None of them came to pass. Rest in peace. Call of Cthulhu, Destiny's End, or COC-DE, was supposed to be the next game developed for the PS2. Look at this, there's tons of creepy monsters. You can shoot them of course, but also seemingly pick up random stuff and use them as a weapon. It kind of gives me Alone in the Dark 2008 vibes. Which means it looks ambitious for the time, maybe too ambitious. The odds are clearly stacked against the protagonists. Then the lady uses some kind of magical force that pushes them away, but they still get trapped in a tower.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
2006. Yeah, right. It looks cool, and for a long time, that's all we could say about it. But then, on June 2024, it got leaked, so we're gonna check it out right now. This is a leaked demo from E3 2005, so don't expect things to work properly, but I guess that's normal for any Cthulhu game. See? Even this one crashes to desktop. You got the black screen and everything. Very authentic. I'll briefly talk about this one because no matter how many times I tried, the game just wouldn't work. It always crashed. Luckily, I found someone who got it working, so I'll just quickly go over this footage. Link in the description if you want to see the full playthrough. There's a lot of unfinished and placeholder stuff here. No voice acting either. Of course this game has a laser sight. It's 2005, RE4 just came out. There's even bear traps. It seems you're able to switch between characters whenever you want. That's interesting. It also looks like they have different abilities. There's some light puzzles, that's standard. The lady can put her hand on the dude. I'm guessing she can heal his sanity along with his HP. Or maybe she just likes to touch him. You can take photos of dead creatures. Maybe if you get enough of these, you'll get some kind of upgrade. There's a shitty section where you need to hide under a bed because there's enemies and you don't have any weapons, so this game was way ahead of its time. But then the enemy decides to take a nap right on top of you, so you lure him out so he can get shot. No! Booba has been killed! Anyone but Booba! There's a brief section where you fight the enemies we saw in the trailer. And that's pretty much it. I like that you can kill the other character, but they just continue talking normally in the subtitles. I really need to take some photographs, but unfortunately I'm dead. Get on with it then, you harlot. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Also, if you do that, you die because you lose your mind or something. For a 2005 prototype of an unfinished game, it looks promising. This could have been a cult classic, at least. Kind of like the original. Too bad it's never gonna happen. Man, I wish we would get a leaked demo for Prey 2. It was supposedly 90% finished. Bethesda were busy snorting cocaine out of their dollar bills. Ah! If you're a Lovecraft enjoyer, you have to play this game. If you're a horror enjoyer, you also have to play this game. Just buy it on GOG or GOG. Download the patch and enjoy. There is a case to be made here that you're not even supposed to have weapons in this kind of story. because shooting these monsters kind of goes against the whole hopeless cosmic horror vibe. Ancient creatures aren't that scary if you can just shoot them. I understand that.
It's a statue of Hydra. It's a statue of Dagon, without the missile I lodged in his face.
Jack is so sassy, just disrespecting these Lovecraftian horrors from beyond the colors of time. On the other hand, I think it makes sense to have guns. If you have enough firepower, you can take down anything. But here, it doesn't actually diminish the horror. Even if you can shoot them, you'll still go insane just by looking at them. Look what happened to Jack at the end. Just because he killed a bunch of deep ones like a gangster does not mean that he's a powerful badass. He's just a dude with some guns, and he went insane at the end. Normal people would probably lose it way earlier. I think he had a bit more resistance to the insanity because he's half an alien himself, so he lasted longer than he should have. Also, personally, I prefer if a game has combat. I prefer a janky combat system over not having any combat at all. Usually. It's kind of rough, but if you get it running properly, you'll have a blast. It's unlike any other horror game I've played. If any game should get some kind of remaster treatment, it's this one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, do all of the YouTube stuff. Now go watch something happier. Unless somehow this video made you happy. You weirdo.
Are you okay, old-timer?
Get up!